Hello Aquarius, thank you for tuning into your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm going to use the Modern Spellcaster's Tarot by Melanie Marquis, illustrated by Scott Murphy. For the supportive oracle cards, Angel Answers Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Okay. You? No. Them? Yes. You? Yes. Okay. We're going to put up theirs first. Sometimes it happens that way. The reason for it? I don't know. It seemed... Usually it's like the first line is the strong line. That's face down. Okay. Stop. Yes. Face down? No. Face up. All right, what's going on for Aquarius? All right, Aquarius. You're starting off in a spot with the Ten of Swords here. This seems to be defining what's setting the stage here. Now, I'm noticing you have the Ten of Swords, but I'm seeing... What is happening? We have to take it piece by piece because I'm seeing you're in pain here. You're upset. You're starting off upset, but then I'm not sure what's happening on your partner's side. We'll have to go piece by piece. It'll just have to reveal itself as we go, which is normally how I read anyway. Why are you upset? I'm getting let down. Your partner let you down? No. Alright, so why is this showing up in a partner read then? There's something you wanted for you and your partner, and it fell through. And you're kind of devastated about it. Your partner has the Death card. You're devastated, your partner's realizing whatever it was you're gonna do together. Oh boy. There's a lot of different ways this can take. But I'm getting... Alright, this is the information I'm getting, so I'm going to go with it. It's very sensitive information in my opinion, so if it hits with you, I apologize because this isn't something I'd wish on anybody, but I'm getting kind of like the loss of a fetus, like a pregnancy aborting itself. Miscarriage thing going on here, which definitely can't hit for everybody, especially if you're a male watching this. But I do feel like a male could have this same feeling though. Definitely, I've seen this happen too, where the male is very excited and then the miscarriage happens and they're just crushed. I've seen that happen. Both people can be crushed. One can more than the other. It's not, nobody's judged on it. It's just how it hits. This is not how it's going to hit for everybody. But at this point, if you're watching this reading, that's happened already. So don't worry about that happening. It's already got there. Something has already fallen through and you're crushed. That's what I'm feeling. Now, it can take other forms, like you were trying to make something else happen. Maybe it was a trip. Maybe it was buying some property. Maybe it was something else, like a party. I don't know, something. To where it meant a lot to you, and it fell through, and your partner realizes it's not going to happen. I know that first one was heavy. That's how it came through. I really hope that doesn't happen to hardly anybody. In fact, if it doesn't happen to anybody, that's even better, because I wouldn't wish that on anybody, of course. I'm getting this no, though, with your partner's side. The no is a passive no, which means it's no for now. Whatever's happened... It's set back the situation, but your partner's looking at it like, what's going on right now? It stopped the situation for now. There's still opportunities forward, but you're not anywhere near the spot where you can consider that. So it's okay in the sense of like your partner's like realizing, all right, this is done for now, but there's possibilities in the future. You, on the other hand, are just like, it's destroyed. It's obliterated. like everything has been ripped away from you. There's nothing you can do. You're not seeing hope here right now. The Ten of Swords makes me feel like you're just like crushed. Now, how do you fit in here? Those two are together. Yeah, this is after. All right, so whatever happens, happens. After, and I want to make sure I take this out the correct way here. Knight of Wands on your partner's side. Making moves towards you to make you feel better. Showing you they have faith in you. Whatever happened, they're showing you they have faith in you. They believe in you. Things are going to be okay. It's a very uplifting energy. It's the Knight of Wands. To me, especially, I don't know if it's because it's on a bird or what, feels very uplifting. They're actively coming towards you to lift you up. They're showing the love. They're showing the care. They're showing that, everything's going to be fine in the long run. They're trying to pick you up. They know you're upset. They know you're crushed. They don't like seeing you crushed. They're doing everything in their power to pick you up. If they have to carry you, they will carry you. That's the feeling I'm getting. That being said, that is why you're getting the Justice on your side, because of the way your partner is taking care of you. You're feeling that things are working out good because you're feeling the love, you're feeling the care, you're understanding that no matter what the situation was, your partner is showing you that they have complete faith in you. There's nothing you did wrong. There's nothing you could have done differently. It just happened the way it happened. Everything is fine. And that's why I want to be careful how you pulled this out, because I don't want you to think what happened was fair, because I'm not getting that. I'm getting how your partner's treating you, looking out for you, has your best interests at heart. That's the Justice here. That's why this feels good. Well, it feels justice. I don't know if it feels good, but you're feeling like more stable, and like you have a foot to stand on now. You can start, feeling better about the situation. All right. This is a step. This is going towards your spiritual spot. You have the Wheel of Fortune in this deck. Yeah, in this deck it's the Wheel of Fortune. The other deck I use is the Wheel of the Year. This is the Wheel of Fortune with recovery. Your partner coming at you, giving you this justice feeling. The wheel's turning back in your favor. You're feeling better. You're making that movement to heal the situation. It's not about right and wrong at this point. It's about getting better. It's about moving on from it and healing from it. You are actively committing to making the situation better. This is good. Your partner's influence is helping you, and it's then inspiring the hope, or the star card, which is a lot of times hope, wishing on a star, blah blah blah. The star card in your future, like you still acknowledge the past and what happened. You get that, but you have hope. I feel like your partner, especially with that passive no, they weren't seeing the situation completely obliterated. They gave you hope. They showed you. They picked you up. They helped you out. The wheel turned in your favor because you're like, you know what? Maybe there still is a chance here to salvage something, to make something else happen. If it's, I know it's an uncomfortable thing, and I really don't wish this on anybody. But if it's unfortunately like a miscarriage, some type of connection there, I feel like it's trying again. That type of thing. You're feeling strong. I feel like, for example, if that did happen, maybe vitamins or some type of prenatal care, you can go a different direction with this, and you feel like, I don't know if you're talking with doctors or how that's going, because I feel like if that's where you're going, you're talking with doctors, and you're finding a way to make a better chance. You're creating a plan to where you think this is going to work out better next time. You're gaining confidence. You're gaining strength. You have this connected. You're going through the thoughts, and you're like, I know what I'm going to do this time, and I feel like this is going to work out this next time, if that's how it's hitting. And I don't mean to drown in that, but there's a whole bunch of other things here like this, though. You have a plan. You have hope. You see this coming again. You see this coming around again, but this time you're seeing this. You're feeling like the next time around is going to be success. Okay. Now, I feel your partner is a very supportive person, but a very cautious person, very caring person. Very cautious is, I think, what I really want to talk about now. I feel like the wheel turns in your favor. You have the hope. You have the star card. I feel like you get really excited right off the bat. Now, your partner while they've been supportive through this whole thing, and they do believe, and they are standing by what they said, they have the Seven of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords. They need some, I feel like this is saying they need some time. They want to back off from the situation. They want to give it some time to cool down. I feel like even though they're coming across very strong and like everything's fine, let's just pick up and do again, start again, whatever it needs to be, they do need a moment to relax and de-stress the situation. I do feel like they want to step back. They need a breather. I think that you just need to be aware of this. Your optimism is great, warranted. It's a good thing. But I feel like you just need to be aware that your partner does need a break. Before you go for that second shot, third shot, however many times, before you try again, your partner needs a break. They want to step back. They want to try it again fairly soon, whatever that is, whatever that means for you, whatever way this is going. They do want to do it again. They do want to try again, but they need a break. They want a little bit of a break. It's the seven of both here, which means if you're on your way to the number 9, that's not far from it, but it's a little bit. Like they need a break. They want a break. They don't want to get right back into it right away. They just want a breather. You know what I mean? Like, I think that makes sense. So I think if you're aware of that, you just kind of push things out a little bit, I feel like it'll make it easier for them. Because I do see the King of Cups on their side, a lot of love on their side, huge. I see the Empress on your side. I feel like that the King here working with you as the Empress, yes, is really like, I feel like you're strengthening each other. You're both very strong. It was very understandable why you were devastated, but your partner, when you needed it, your partner came, pulled you back up. Now, I feel like as the Empress on your side, once you're aware that your partner needs a little bit of a breather, I don't feel like that's a problem. I feel like it's just a spot where you just need to be aware of it. That's the whole thing. Because I feel like at this point you may be looking at it like your partner's being really strong. They seem very confident. They're giving you this encouragement. I don't feel like you're realizing that they do need a break because it's not coming off that way. They're all about you and how do you feel, what do you need. But there is that does need to flow backwards to them, and I feel like once you realize that, it's not a problem. You're just like, okay, a breather is more than acceptable. More than acceptable. I feel like you're okay with that. I really do. Once you realize they need that. They have complete confidence in you, but I feel like they are shaken by whatever brought you to the Ten of Swords. They were more concerned about you than the situation for whatever reason. I feel like they were handling it like the situation happened. Now I got to help my partner. Like they just focused all that energy on helping you. I don't feel like they really decompressed or de-stressed about what actually happened, but they need to. Instead of dealing with that and how they felt about that, they moved it to the side and they wanted to care for you because they could actually do something there, is what they felt. Is that right? Okay. I feel like that's starting to take a life of its own. Upside down? This way? Okay. Now what is going on here? Five of Swords. Five of Swords. Okay. This was face down. This is not seen. This is between you and your partner, where I feel like this is after. Hopefully this comes to you at the right time, because your partner, no matter how this matches up, your partner needs a breather. And I don't feel like they dealt with the situation. I don't feel like they dealt with their feelings about the situation and what happened with the situation. I do feel like it hurt them too. But they pushed it to the side because they couldn't do anything about it. It was over. But they could help you, so that's where all their attention went, because they could do something there. They could make an impact there. It kept them from thinking about it. I feel like they didn't let themselves go there. They need to. If this goes forward too fast, I feel like this could be an option, just so you know, because I feel like you don't have to go this. I don't feel like this has to happen. If it goes there too fast, the decompression is going to come up. They're going to have their moment, and they're going to I don't feel like they're going to want to start right off the bat. I feel like you're going to get some aversion to it. It may come off very wrong though, because it's going to be kind of like this emotion bubbles up from nowhere, and I feel like you're going to be kind of bewildered about what is happening. I don't understand why don't you want to, like, what's the problem? Like, I feel like they're going to come up with every reason they can that it can't be now. They're going to keep trying to push it off at the very least. And I feel like it might be confusing to you, but hopefully you see this. They need that breather. They really need to decompress. I don't feel like they dealt with it. I don't feel like they dealt with it. And really, whoever your partner is, I don't feel like they actually dealt with it. They concentrated on you, and they didn't let the actual situation sink in. They didn't let it. They need to deal with it. They need to process it. That's why this happens, because it's like they've been running away from it, finding every reason not to deal with it, and then when it's starting to come around again, like it might start again, like those feelings are like bam, they hit hard, and they're just like wait, the fear, the anxiety, the uncertainty, all at once. Now, I'm getting the moon card for your partner. I'm getting this moon card. But I'm also seeing the Four of Pentacles on your side. This doesn't last long. But what is this about? The moon card is, I feel like the moon card is your partner like having a little moment. And I feel like if you look at the person on the Four of Pentacles, like they're just kind of like, what is going on? Like I feel like it's like kind of like I'm feeling kind of a recoil feel here. Like I feel like you kind of like are taken back a little bit. I'm getting like I'm feeling like if this is pushing forward too fast too soon, you kind of realize your partner's having a minute about it. They seem to like pull away from you, and you're kind of like feeling a little bit. I'm getting this hoarder feeling here, like you're kind of getting like, where is that going? Because I'm getting more the expression and that feeling, like trying to protect yourself, trying to. I feel like you really want this situation to go forward. The wheel went in your favor. You're ready to do this. You want to go forward, and it may seem like your partner is really not conducive with that. And I feel like you might be confused, like almost like you said, we could do this again. Like I don't understand why. Like I feel like the Four of Coins is saying you're holding on to that. You don't want to let it go. You don't want to lose this next shot. You want this to happen. And it's almost like you're holding on to it so tightly because you're afraid it needs to happen now. You just want to move forward. Is that right? Okay. Your partner's got the moon card here. I feel like I need to address, though, it's not only that maybe they're coming off like they don't want to. I'm partly afraid that they're just going to go along with you, even though they need that breather. They need that breather. That moon card is making me nervous, like they're just going to go along with you, even though they need that breather. It's going to come out one way or another. If someone has told me in the past before, grief will not be denied. It will come out sooner or later, in pieces, all at once. It's really, you can't really like say right or left how it's going to happen for everybody. It's different for everybody, and it can be different per situation, just so you know. So even if you've seen your partner grieve through other things, whatever way that happened doesn't mean that's the way this is going to happen, just so you know. Now, this is a very temporary moment. Now your partner has a face down card. I'm going to actually cheat. Yeah. What is this? You have the Ten of Cups on your side. I feel like this is going forward really quick. You're happy and excited. You're feeling like this is a great new start, loving it. Your partner is like the Tower card with the exclamation. They're not ready for this to happen this quickly. They're not ready for this to happen this quickly. This seems like a really odd way to end this part. Is this how this is going to end? Because I'm really kind of like, is there anything else? Like, I got this card. All right. This Tower with the no, I feel like I'm really afraid that they're not talking to you about how they're feeling. That's what I'm worried about. They didn't process the loss of the situation. They concentrated on you. They put how they felt to the back burner. I feel like they tried to like just skip around it, like they didn't have to deal with it. For some reason, maybe they thought they didn't. Maybe they thought they could just put it in the past and move on from it. It's not happening that way, though. I got I got a few different things going on here. I feel like your partner, you're going to see these go through. This is going to be like what goes through this next cycle. When this goes forward, you're going to see, you know, someone who's just kind of passively enjoying the situation. So, in other words, just kind of like nodding or just smiling in agreement, not overly excited. But then it's going to go at moments where they're trying to take the lead and trying to make things happen. They have control of everything. They're trying to. Then they're just kind of like enjoying the moment, like how great is this going to be. Then this, I don't know about this one, because this feels more like remembering what happened and then having like some depression moment. And I'm feeling like this is the take flight moment, like not wanting to deal with it at all. I feel like this is a little bit, like I feel like this is sometimes where I don't feel like, I want to make sure I say this right, I don't feel like your partner is walking away from the situation, but I feel like there's a cycling of emotions here. Like sometimes it's going to be kind of like sad because of how the last situation worked out. Sometimes it's going to be very passive, just like, yeah, it's fine, it's good. Other times it's going to be this, I feel like this is going to be like emotionally abandonment, only in temporary short spurts, like a day or two, maybe a week at a time. Just like completely disconnecting. But then it's going to be like, yes, everything's great, I'm excited about this, like just taking this very rational approach and then trying to take control. I feel like this cycles in and out, I have to be telling you. I just feel like it kind of like comes in and out in all these different colors, if you will. It's because this is not dealt with. This has not been dealt with. Because I still feel like they haven't decompressed from it. De-stressed from it, whatever you want to say. I still feel like that's holding in the future. What you're devastated about when this happens, your partner has pain from this too, but they just push it to the side. I hate to say it, but I think because they don't want to deal with it. They kind of use you as an excuse to not deal with it, because they love you and they're just like, I can do something about this. I can help you. I'd rather do that. I don't want to feel pain. I just want to help. So I'm going to help. Not that you're not seeing them show grief and sadness, but they're not letting themselves get too deep in it because they're telling themselves, I have to hold on so I can be there for my partner. My partner's extremely upset. And they bring you back to a good place. They do a good job at that. I'm not negating any of that. All the way up until the part where you get hope again. Once you get hope again, that's when I feel like you got to flip the coin and be like, all right, now we need to talk about this. How are you feeling about it? You may get some resistance. I get that. But I feel like you need to like push the conversation here and there now and then. Aquarians are typically, the ones I know, are very smart, and they know how to go at a situation a few different ways to get out the truth. I don't feel like that's a problem for you. I feel like 3 or 4 conversations, you'll know exactly where they are with this. So I feel like if this is coming to you in the right time, you need to know that your partner does need to de-stress about this. If they don't, I feel like you're going to go forward. You're going to have a couple weird moments. You're going to have some questioning spots where you're not understanding why they're acting the way they're acting. It's because they haven't de-stressed from the past. And it's coming back in different ways. Their emotions are just kind of taking control and just trying to vent out like what's happening now with what happened before. And it's just kind of like a little jumble. I don't feel like they're planning it out. It's just kind of happening, if that makes sense. All right, I hope that helps. Let me go on to Aquarian singles. The whole point of this is to get them to talk. I think you got that, though. At the right time. Like, they can pick you up first. That's completely fine. But if you don't make them talk or find out where they are, and I feel like there's a break, there's like a breather period, that's important. If that happens, I feel like the next time around will be a lot easier. You'll both enjoy it a lot more. But if it doesn't happen and it starts too soon, you're going to have that anxiety going on, that craziness. All right. Aquarian singles. Messages for Aquarian singles. Empowering information to help them move forward the way they want and give them strength. Really? Yes or no? Okay. Why is that coming out? All right. We'll find out soon enough. Like I've said in the first part, the cards tend to tell their story as I get to them. If you just look at it bare bones, it doesn't seem to like congeal as easily. But as we go forward and find out what they want to say, stop. Or this is, my first impression is this is a real good situation with normal life situations butting in and causing a little bit of drama, but it's nothing you're not going to nothing you can't overcome. Because that is generally, I got choked on that. I was like, depending on who you are, but for the most of you, nothing you can't overcome. If this resonates with you, of course. Starting with the Hanged Man. It's a very limiting card, but you are definitely in that transition from single to relationship. If this is hitting with you, you're going into that relationship. You might be a bit reluctant about it for whatever reason, a little nervous about it, but it seems like almost, is this where your emotions? No. Well, it's like going with the current. It's a very strong current. If it's emotion, if it's the other person, the situation, this seems like it has its own current. Now this being already here, it's interesting that this is here, because it almost feels like you're subject to somebody else's will, but I'm not feeling that's completely on. I feel like the situation is moving forward. You're feeling the love. You're feeling the attachment. Maybe what is holding you back? Science. I'm getting the word science. That makes no sense to me. So would that be like a technical way of looking at things? Is that like biology? I feel like this is not coming through correctly. I need that to come through a little stronger, but it's not just yet. Although I have a dog and it's kind of right over here. She says, I'm not going anywhere. I don't want to. You were enjoying the situation as it was. You don't need it to go through to a relationship yet. You were happy as it was. But it can't stay there. It needs to move forward, and you don't want to lose it, so you're definitely going to move forward with it. That's the Hanged Man. You're coming to a spot, it either goes forward or it stops. Okay. This is making more sense to me now. You have the Magician, followed by the Seven of Swords, and then you have the Romance card right on it. This is all in your thoughts. You have strong feelings for this person. You enjoy this person a lot. I feel like where the situation was, you were comfortable with. It did come to a point, though, it's either do or don't. I feel like the other person might be pushing you in that sense. Like they're like, you know what, I know it's been great, but I'm not looking for this. I'm looking for more. Are we going forward, or are we just stopping? Because I'm not going to continue how it is. I feel like that's what's going on here. That seems to be what's hitting for me. Okay, so you have the Five of Pentacles with the King of Swords. You may be coming off from a little bit of a breather. Especially because I see the Five of Wands in your past. Makes me feel like maybe there's been a recent argument. Is that correct? Or at the very least a disagreement. The other person wanted to go forward. You wanted to keep it where it was. I feel like you tried to do that. Tried to keep it where it was. And the other person was like, well then, how about nothing? Something to that effect. Because the Five of Pentacles makes me feel like there's been a little bit of a time apart. And I feel like this is like the nervous moment where you're realizing, I either have to move forward and make this happen, or it's just over. I don't feel like there's middle ground right now. The King of Swords here, he looks a little disgruntled, in my opinion. He has control, says what he wants, does what he wants, all that. It's just that he's been forced to make a decision. He didn't want to be forced to make a decision. But he realized he has control, yes or no he has control, but he can't put it to like a maybe. Maybe has been taken off the table. He still has control of the table, can make that decision left or right, yes or no, whatever you want to say. But he didn't really want to be in this position right now. And I feel like that's you. You didn't want to be in this spot right now. Although, I'm going to say overall, you have the Lovers here. So you're feeling it for this person. That's not what's in question here. You were just enjoying the situation as it was. You didn't see the need to push it forward. But your partner, whoever this person is, wasn't having it any longer. They're like, you know what, I'm not happy with the way this is. It's either, you know, let's go forward or let's not do anything. Okay. Your partner, Three of Pentacles, they're looking to build something. They're pushing forward. They want things to go. They want to keep you. So don't worry about that. They're expecting you're going to go their way. If you don't, I feel like they're going to hold up what they say, but they definitely expect you to go their way. They have every confidence that you're going to go their way. And I do feel like that's what's going to happen, because this Lover's card, I feel like this love is mutual. Okay. So this is why the Hangman's are... I know if I give it a chance, they'll talk and they'll say what they want to say. Sometimes I get a little impatient, I guess. Now, what goes on here? You got the Two of Pentacles. You have to sort some things out. You decide yes. You decide yes, but you have to sort some things out. How are we going to move forward? You know, are you going to live together? I'm assuming probably. Working things out. The Two of Pentacles, you're working things out. This and that. Working out the details, basically. I really feel like when the Two of Pentacles comes in here, you're thinking, you know, maybe I can hold on to a little bit of what I still have. Maybe I can still keep it a little bit back in the past if I'm a little shrewd about this. Hope that doesn't sound rude, because I don't mean it to. But I feel like you're like, you know, maybe I could keep this a little bit longer in the realm I want to keep it in. If I just kind of handle this a certain way. You got the Wheel of Fortune here with the Empress. The Wheel of Fortune is telling me this is going forward. I'm getting this Two of Pentacles is sorting out the details, and I feel like you try to sort out the details to be more conducive to where the situation has been. I don't feel like that works out. I feel like things go forward, and it's kind of like the Two of Pentacles is like deciding like where things are going to go, like where are you going to live, where, you know, how are you going to share this, who's going to take on this responsibility, things like that. That's what I feel like the Two of Pentacles is. I feel like it also comes in saying that you're going to try to like balance it out, to like to keep it somewhat comfortable to what you're used to. I don't feel like that's going to fly though, just to be fair. Especially with the Wheel of Fortune with the Empress. The Empress is very much about love, about commitment, about taking care of the family, in my opinion. The Empress looks out for everybody, but she's definitely like, how do I put this? Take no prisoners seems like the way to put it. Like, things are going forward. She sticks with what she says. She makes things work out. She's very strong in holding to what she said and holding other people to what they agreed to. That being said, I feel like it moves forward. Definitely moves forward. And the Hierophant with the recovery, this may feel a little restricting to you. I'm thinking that it might just feel a little restricting to you going forward. But the recovery tells me it's just there's a period here where you're getting used to the new situation, how it is. I feel like you've been single, or at least you were single at the time of this situation. But however the next stage went forward and you're committed, however that's gone forward, it's taking you a while to get used to it. The recovery is telling me it's just taking you a while to get used to it. It's going to be fine. I just feel like you were pushed and you didn't really want to go forward yet, but it was the choice, either all or nothing, and you were like, well, I want it, so I'll take all. I hope that came across in a positive attitude. It's just how the energy's flowing through. I just try to honor that energy. Every now and then I get comments where people are not happy with the way I say stuff. I say stuff the way I say stuff. I don't know what to tell you. It just comes through the way it comes through. Anything else here? I feel like this is fairly good. I feel like it's just like honestly telling you that the situation seems to be moving forward. Seems to be the all or nothing thing going on here. I feel like it might have been like friends with benefits possibly up to this point, and it went on for a while and it was nice and you were happy, but the other person was like, I'm not doing this anymore. Let's either make this a relationship or just I'm going to have to stop because this is not good for me. And you were like, well, I do care, I do love you, so let's go forward. It's not that you don't love this person. That's not even, I don't feel like that's a question at all. You were just enjoying the situation as it was. That's the whole thing. That's all. Okay. Anything else here? All right, I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com, james4astral@gmail.com. Thank you.